humble Potsdamians and Syracusans. It's that time again. It's tea time. Today, we are sporting Twinings Organic Pure Peppermint Tea with Radford honey in it. And we also have biscuits and cheese. So I haven't posted a video in a while, and I'm really sorry about that, but life has been crazy here. I've had a ton of homework to do, and just getting used to English customs to begin with. I take the tube each morning to class, and it takes about, I think 30 minutes to take the tube, depending on which way you go and if it's rush hour or not. If you take the bus, it's anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour to get to campus. I have a lot of homework. I'm taking 4 classes. I'm taking a beginning French class. I'm taking business management and leadership, decision-making and communications, and a design principles class, which is an art class, and I suck at art, and I've never taken an art class, so this is really hard for me. And it's a 100-level course, and it's a lot of homework. And some of our homework that we're actually doing right now is we are learning how to make different 3D forms. We're learning about like constructivism in like Russia and where that is places. So the fun thing about that class is I get to go to the different museums and look at art, but then I have to make stuff, which doesn't turn out so well. So that's what's been going on with school. What else? Oh, Halloween is coming up, and I don't really have a costume yet, but I know what I want to do, so I have to go shopping at some point. And considering today's the 20th, I've got like 11 days, I think, before Halloween, so I better do some shopping. But I want to be a Greek goddess, and I already got this this snazzy necklace at Topshop. It was actually on sale. It was like half off, and then I got student discount as well, so that was like really good. What else? I have a huge list here of things I need to talk about to you guys. Clothes. Clothes are really fun. I've done like a whole bunch of shopping over here, which is really bad for my budget, but it's awesome because people just don't look at you weird because you're still wearing the style that's like a year old. So headbands are really in here. I also have another one that I think is super cute. Cardigans. I'm wearing one right now. I have 3 of them. I have a light blue one, a dark blue one, and a red one. I also bought a trench coat because you can't come to London and not buy a trench coat. But it's really thin. I wore it today, and today was in the high 30s, low 40s. And it was really cold. So I'm probably going to end up sending that home and getting another coat here because it's just not warm enough. Sierra and Low, I have not seen 17 again. I'm sorry about that. I do not approve of the tarot card readings, Low, but I'm sure you know of that. And I think it's actually rude to eat candy in front of me when you're making a video. But I have tea, so I guess that's okay because I'm kind of like throwing in your face that I have like this nice English tea. Low. Oh no, not Low. Sierra. I will make a video for you at some point about the English people, but I haven't had a chance to take any pictures because it's kind of weird to be walking down the street taking pictures of random people, and plus people look at you weird if you have a camera out here. Doctor Who! Oh my gosh, okay. So, I went and saw Doctor Who live, as some of you guys know, and it was absolutely amazing! The Doctor, unfortunately, wasn't there. But they had, like, all the monsters, and I was, like, in the 4th row. And it was really cool because they had, like, the music, and I was able to take pictures and video, and I realized I'm talking really fast right now, but I'm, like, so excited about it. So, I got the program for it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it was absolutely awesome. 4th row, the monsters, like, walking through the aisles, playing the theme music, and it kind of had some story to it, but there really wasn't much of a story besides, like, this guy wanting to capture the Doctor because he's, like, the biggest fan, which is totally not true, because I am. And it ended up being kind of like one of the Doctor Who episodes, where it's like, hey, one of the Doctor's enemies made you, so you're really not a person. They just wanted to capture the Doctor and used you, but you thought you were a real person. So, it's kind of an old storyline, and I wasn't really, happy about that, but they did what they did, so I met this really nice girl on the train there. I think she was, she was probably like 6 or 7, somewhere in there. She was there with her mom, and they were going, and I hung out with them for a while because I didn't know anybody there. And I was going to buy a scarf. Like, I saw this really cool scarf, and it said Doctor Who on it, and then at one end it had a Dalek, and the other end it had a TARDIS, and it was like £10, and it was on the way in. I'm like, okay, I'm going to wait because there might be other stuff that I want to buy, so I'll wait till the end. Well, I waited till the end, and I left the stadium, and the guy wasn't there anymore. And it wasn't like official merchandise. It was like one of those knockoff things. I'm just like, no, I can't get a Doctor Who scarf now. So I was really upset about that. But Doctor Who was absolutely awesome. Another thing of Doctor Who, I'm like in heaven over here with Doctor Who. I found this at the Pound Shop. It's a Doctor Who book for kids all about K9, which is like one of the characters if you don't know. So this is another thing that I thought was like really, really exciting and awesome. And at some point I'm going to be going to Cardiff with Claire when she comes over. Claire's my sister, for those of you who don't know. We're going to go to Cardiff to the Doctor Who Museum, which I know Sierra, Lo, Sam, and pretty much any other Doctor Who fan is going to be really jealous of. I went looking for one of the Doctor Who shops here in London that's on the Strand, and I walked around for probably about a half an hour after class one day looking for it, only to find out afterwards when I got back, when I couldn't find it, that it doesn't really exist anymore, and they just haven't updated it on the internet yet, so I was kind of pissed about that. What else? Oh, some point, I think there's a tube stop around here where there's like a TARDIS outside of the tube stop, so I'm going to go there and definitely take pictures at one point, and go to all the different sites in London where like Doctor Who has happened, just because I'm that much of a geek. But, yeah, be jealous of me. What else am I talking to you about? Oh, gelato! Sierra and Lo, you asked about gelato. They have gelato here in London, but I'm kind of like too scared to try it because it definitely won't be as good as back home. Because I tried it in Italy and it wasn't as good as back home, but I guess that's like authentic Italian gelato, so ours is just like so much better. So why, go to something that's not as great? Oh, I really don't know what else I'm supposed to talk to you about. I talked to you about the cards and eating candy in front of me. Gosh, what else? Oh, I went and saw a show. Actually, I saw a couple shows so far. I went with the group because we could buy tickets to school. And I went and saw The Mousetrap by Agatha Christie, and it was awesome. I can't really tell you about it because part of watching the show is at the end you make an agreement not to tell anybody what like the ending of the show is or like a great deal about the show, so you have to go watch it, which is like totally awesome. And I was really excited about it as well because Agatha Christie was in Doctor Who, so that just made it infinitely better. And then this past Monday, I went and saw a musical by myself. I was supposed to go with my friend Tyrell, but she ended up getting a stomach bug and nobody else wanted to go. So I went by myself and I got student standby tickets, which is something that the theaters do here, where it's like a student discount ticket and you go an hour before the show and ask for student standby tickets because students here are poor, obviously, because we spend so much money on groceries and transportation to get to class, that they give us these awesome discounts. So instead of paying around, I think it was like £35 or something, I paid £20 for a seat, which is like half price because the way that kind of translates is £30 is like $60, and then I paid about $30 to have a seat in like this awesome theater. And the only thing I missed was like a tiny, tiny bit. But anyways, the show I saw was Avenue Q, and I liked it. I had a bit of a migraine that night, so it wasn't as awesome as it would have been if I didn't have a migraine. But it was still really cool to go see. It was a lot different than what I thought it was going to be. It was still funny, even though I know like all the music for the songs. And it was a bit different in a way that the pronunciation of English people is definitely not like Americans. So their vowels are different, and mostly it's their vowels. Their vowels just throw off the song. For me, music students, you'll really understand where I'm coming from on that. Moby Duck has been here. We haven't really done a lot. Just because I've been so busy, and with my bag, if I want to go somewhere after class, it's hard to shove him in the bag because the bag's heavy, number one. And number two, I don't want to squish him. And number 3, if you pull out a duck randomly in London, you get like the weirdest looks here. So I think I'd rather do it with like a couple friends coming with me and have it be like, hey, take a picture with Moby Duck. But that hasn't happened so far yet. News. I have some news stories for you guys. We get these things on the tube in the morning, and in the evening as well. In the evening, it's the London Evening Standard, which is like a free newspaper, and you can see like some of the things that they think are a huge deal to us and that we need to know. And in the morning, it's called the Metro, and here's some of the stories that I think are absolutely awesome. Liquid bra really is a total knockout. This happened in Spain. Police have busted a robber who put her victims to sleep by using sedatives hidden in her bra. Detectives say at least one man died at the hands of Veronica Palmez after she spiked his drink. The 35-year-old woman from Madrid has denied ever knowing the 59-year-old man who died and claims she simply wanted to put her victims to sleep in order to steal their wallets. We believe she targeted married men who would be too embarrassed to report what had happened, said police spokeswoman. Take notes on some of this stuff. Another one is about a man in Arizona who died by goat. That's something that every person here needs to know, is how to, watch out for goats. And you people in Potsdam will really enjoy this. I thought this was funny when I saw it because I was just like, okay, this is no big deal. But here, I guess it is. We have winter chill blows as forecasters warn of snow. So they're really scared of snow here because they don't get it a lot. But it was an interesting article. I think that's pretty much it for now. I have a whole bunch of homework that I need to do, and pretty much that's what I'm going to be doing all night. I'm working on my art project, which takes up a lot of my time. I have a French test on Monday that I have to study for, and I still have to finish my tea. So I will talk to you guys later. Feel free to comment, ask me if there are certain things you want to see, let me know. I'll see if I can get out and do it. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!